Okay, we are on step 12, and this is going to be a line chart for the cash flow statement. As you can see, I changed the heading to match our heading standard, if you will, for this workbook. And again, the heading should be standard for the entire workbook. Consistency, consistency, consistency. See, we have Arial here. We've had Calibri in the whole rest. So again, this is something that needs to be checked and consistent throughout the workbook. So you need to check it, decide what you want, and just make sure everything is the same. So we're going to create a line chart, and we are going to hold Control and select these again. Excuse me, I don't like that extra box selected, so I'm just going to click here, hold Control, and select these, release, and then I'm going to scroll down because they just want the total. We'll hold Control again and select these, release, insert. You could do this. I prefer to do this. Line chart. It's not specific, but since we only have one set of data, let's just go easy. There we go. Perfect. Let's move the chart to a new sheet that says cash flow line chart. Again, it should be descriptive. It's not a treasure hunt. It should be easy to read, easy to find. Chart title, let's just make it the same as this one. We know we like this one, so that's already selected. I don't know what I did. Select that. Control C for copy. Click on this. Go here. Control A, Control V. That's the whole thing. We just need to change. And it looks like when it does that, but it messes with the size of everything. Oh no, I guess not. Okay, so this should go graduate down, but we don't want to put the dates, we should put the years. Home, shift end. Let's put 2014 to 2016. And check size again, 18. Oh. Let me see. Shift end. I'm not sure what's going on with that, so I'm just going to say 20. No, 20. Why isn't it going 20? Okay. Shift end. 18. 16. Huh. Perhaps there's something wrong with my copy of Excel. That's another chance for me to say if something looks awry with your Excel, make sure you address it right away. Otherwise, it will frustrate you a lot and may cause errors in your assignments. I'm sure you notice that I do things differently all the time, but everything's consistent and it gets it done. So let's call this not liabilities, but what it is, cash flow. What's going on? Escape. Cash flow. I'm going to go with overview or summary. We could do summary. Summary works. I'm not sure what it actually should be. I could look it up. But I honestly, I'm gonna go with that. Remember, we do get to make corrections one time for additional points as long as the assignment's in on time. So this is exactly what we want, except that we want data labels. So let's just add them. Nope, not data table, data labels. And there they all are. Perfect. So let's just make them bigger. We select one, it selects all. Make it bold and go big. Now, you do have the ability to move them. You could click and drag them, or you could just do this and say, see which one you like. You don't want that one because it's crossing the bar. The value's already there. You don't even have to do this actually. You can just leave it like that and move these if you want to. You can show leader lines or not show leader lines. I really don't like them, to be honest with you. But personal preference. Less is more in my opinion. I like the little dots though, and I don't know. Anyway. That's how we do that. And then we need to change this to the years. Oops. And we want to select data. It's all in the right place. We just need to edit it. And that's going to be I'm just holding shift now. Okay. Excellent. Now we need to reverse them. And I'm not sure we did that on the last sheet. So I'm going to double check. Again, consistent, consistent, consistent. If 2014 comes first on one sheet, it should on all sheets. So, except that messes with this. And now we can move this by, I believe, no. If we click on this axis, and then we want to make vertical axis, there we go. We don't need this line here. I'm not sure what that's about. Oh, I see. I don't need that line though. I'm not sure what that is. Okay, so the rest is pretty much formatting stuff. Again, I don't like the lines. They're too busy, in my opinion. And we want them reversed because if 2014 is first in one, it should be in the rest. Consistency, consistency. Your axis labels should always be on the left, not on the right. I'm not sure what that's about. Okay. I don't really need that, so let's make these bigger. Let's see. Good. I would move this. I don't like it obscured by the line. You can move it above if you want, whatever you prefer. Maybe this one. This one right here. Okay, good. Let's save it and go. We're moving on to step 13, stock history worksheet. First thing I'm going to do is fix this because the whole workbook is part of the assignment and this is not professionally formatted, so apply the formatting that you know. Okay, on the stock history sheet, I don't like this. I don't know for a fact that it needs to be changed, but I don't like it. In US dollars, and then we've got an M here, it just doesn't really match any formula. So this is what I did for me personally while making this video, and if I were turning this in as my own assignment, I would hold down Shift and hit Control End. Oh. So I've just selected that column. Control C, Control Home. I would just insert it right where it started, right there, and say Control V. Okay, so now we have the same information. We just moved it out of the chart. I would do this and say Shift, Control, End. Whoops. And I would hit Delete, because that just deletes the amounts, and then I would enter a formula. I suppose this is a real world way I would use Excel in an office. I wouldn't put the formula in here because I don't know what it's going to affect moving forward. However, I could put it here and say equals times and then I would fill it all the way down. While that's highlighted, I would say Control C and then Control Home. Click in this cell and say Paste Values. I don't want the formula or any of the rest of it, just the values. I want the M out. So, format, Shift Control End, we'll select all, Shift, there we go. And we want to format that to accounting anyway. So we'll go down here, say more number formats, accounting, symbol none, decimal places 2, except we're going to take them off in this first one, but we'll say okay. There we go. I would take them off here and Shift Control End. It's just the easiest way to, or I'm sorry, the most time efficient way to do it. More number formats. We're on accounting and we're going to say decimal places 0 in this one. I think that looks much better. I hope that's correct. I've not had this assignment corrected. And then I would highlight these two and just delete them. They're gone. Excellent. Save. Double click right here. Excellent. Make sure I didn't change anything else. Okay, perfect. Shift arrow. Underline. I'm going to go right here and just give this a little space just so that it looks separate. And see how it looks when you print it. That's just print preview so you get an idea. Oh, it would have to be on one sheet. Let's see. Say all columns on one page. Not rows. That looks good. Escape. We want to select 5 days worth of data, so that's date 1, shift arrow, 2, 3, 4, 5. Insert. Stock. High, low, close. Volume open, high, low, close is what we want. Let's click that. Okay. Let's move our chart to a new location. And we'll say 5-day. Stock. Performance. Line. Probably not going to have enough room.